Hello, YouTubers, and welcome back to another episode of The Grandstand here on the Ohio Patriot Education Network YouTube channel. I'm, as always, your host, AR the Ohio Patriot. And for today's episode, we're going to talk about a bunch of different topics of the day. This may or may not serve as a Buckshot Thursday. I don't know right now because I'm kind of tired, honestly, and I don't know if I'm going to do that in about 6 hours or so. But yeah, basically, we're talking about a bunch of different stories, including why the ATF can go fuck itself multiple times over. Because number one, they can't write law; they're not legally allowed to write law in this country. Number two, they're not elected in any for that matter. And yeah, basically, they're trying to create some bullshit final rule thing that would basically ban private sales in this country under the BS bipartisan garbage that Biden and company put in place a couple years ago. Which, by the way, Biden had no legal authority to do because he's a goddamn cheating fuckboy who can't legally fucking do anything because he's not a fucking president of this country, assholes. Because go fuck yourselves, ATF, you fucking douchebags. I'll see your fucking asses in court personally, you fucking cunts. So that's number one. Number two, then we got this Dexter Reed fucking douchebag out of Chicago who apparently opened fire on the cops here a couple weeks ago is what it was. And now his fucking idiot mother, Nicole Banks, is trying to bitch and moan about, like, oh, the cops killed my son, even though my idiot fucking son fired first is what it was there. So yeah, well, that'll be another story we talk about for today is what it is. And then third and final thing, we got a couple stories out of Texas, what it is. One of them involves a teacher at some school who was trying to recruit students to be part of a fucking prostitution ring for her idiot fucking son, who, by the way, kind of looks like a fucking dude named William X. Winfrey, who was another guy back in January that apparently was involved in some robbery hoax gone wrong, I guess, where they were trying to basically get illegals free visas into the country is what it is. And then I think, if I'm not mistaken, his buddy got smoked or whatever in the situation is what it was there. So yeah, we'll talk about all that stuff right now is what it is. But we'll start with the ATF thing is what it is, because that's the thing that pisses me off the most right now is what it is. So basically, you have the ATF announcing some BS thing here in the last couple hours, or last day or so is what it was now, for their quote-unquote final rule thing, which, by the way, directly violates a whole bunch of fucking things already in the book right now is what it is. So, but yeah, this is like the whole from receiver BS from years ago is what it is, though. It said ATF published, quote-unquote, final rule and definition of, quote, engage in the business of dealing in firearms, which basically leads down to if you sell a single firearm, you are engaged in a business. If you sell a single firearm without an FFL, you have just committed a crime. The kicker being they have removed the presumption of innocence. You are automatically guilty and must prove your innocence that you aren't engaged in a business and dealing in firearms. So, yeah, it's a bunch of horseshit entirely, dude. It's absolute fucking garbage entirely. It has no fucking legal bias at all at that point. It has no legal basis at all, for that matter. And, yeah, they can go fuck off is what it is, dude. Seriously. Like, this is honestly, I'm gonna say it like it is, dude. I know Alex Jones said the other day he's gonna fucking sue the CIA and FBI. It's time for every fucking American citizen that's going to this country to sue the fuck out of the ATF at this point, dude. And for that matter, the IRS too, that funds that motherfucking piece of shit is what it is, man. Because number one, the ATF shouldn't fucking exist at this point at all in history, dude. Their entire fucking existence, by the way, is questionable at best, seeing as how they were literally created in the midst of the actual Prohibition era. That's where their original start came from, as it was back in those days. Because they were all Prohibition agents that then later on became a whole, like, you know, alcohol, tobacco, firearms thing, which, by the way, how the fuck are you going to put two vices being alcohol and tobacco with an actual God-given, inalienable constitutional right, you fucking douchebags? That alone. Not to mention the fact the whole NFA thing is what's basically propping them up as a whole thing right now. So yeah, if we just kick the fucking leg out of the National Firearms Act 34, dude, as being unconstitutional for like the last 90 years, more or less, is what it is now. They're null and void as a fucking entity, dude, entirely. They don't exist anymore as a fucking output agency. It's as simple as that, really. So, but yeah, basically this is the BS lies the ATF is now spewing, claiming April 10th, 2024 to the Attorney General. By the way, Merrick Garland being the Attorney General, who can't legally be Attorney General because, again, he's appointed by fucking fuckface cheater Biden, who is not legally fucking president of this country. So yeah, literally, and I'll say like I said before, dude, I've said it before, like I said for fucking years now is what it is. Every single thing that Biden has put in place right now since January 20th, 2021 is null and fucking void on the spot under every existing statute on our books right now from our founding fathers' days, dude. From Marbury versus Madison 1803 to everything else for that matter. Every single piece of legislation, every omnibus bill, every fucking appointment from AG to random Secretary of State people to fucking dumbass Buttigieg and the fucking transportation secretary shit is what it is, dude. All these people, unelected pieces of shit, never had the ability to be appointed, never had the legal authority to be appointed, et cetera, et cetera. Fucking dipshit Dettelbach, who is the fucking appointed ATF director right now, again, not legally appointed to fucking ATF because Biden didn't have fucking authority to do that shit is what it is. So yeah, fuck them all, dude. They're all fucking goddamn criminals. It's time to stop looking at them as any kind of fucking authorities at this point because they're fucking not, is what it is. And yeah, the ATF can go eat shit, honestly, right now, dude. I'm sure it's those fuckers that are probably watching right now, is my guess, honestly. So, or some fuckboys from the FBI or something like that. Probably Timmy's ass again, is my guess, honestly. So, anyway, but yeah, basically it's like bullshitting about codes and stuff like that, and then brings up the, quote, Bipartisan Civic Communities Act of 2022, which broadened the definition when a person is considered engaged in a business as a dealer in firearms. Yeah, fuck that bullshit, dude. Again, unconstitutional piece of crap legislation. Never had any right to be signed into place to begin with. Again, it's all fucking garbage, dude. I'll tell you right now, if I had Bloomberg's billions behind me right now, I would have already fucking filed a lawsuit this morning, is what it is, dude. So, anyway. Holy shit. So we got a little bit of breaking news right now, which is O.J. Simpson died apparently this morning of cancer battle. Dead at 76 after battle with cancer. Jesus. Well, couldn't have happened to a bigger piece of shit, honestly, dude. I'm not even gonna lie. So, yeah, that dude should have died in prison decades ago, honestly, man, when he murdered Nicole Brown Simpson and the other guy that he killed that was dating her that night. So, yeah, it's just a bunch of BS entirely, dude. And they bring up the whole thing here. I know John Crump did a better version of this ATF BS than I did. If you want to watch a better video, go watch his videos, what it is, because I'm sure he went into more detail than I do, is what it is. I'm just fucking sick of it, dude. I'm just sick of it. And the thing is, too, it's like, okay, so here's the thing, right? So in order for the ATF to even, like, claim that you're doing this stuff, it means that they would have had to be the people buying guns from you in private sales. So really, in reality, like, in the first place, that's the entire point of private sale, dude, is like nobody knows a damn thing at that point, you know? Like, even if you're filling out paperwork and stuff like that, right? To like be like, oh, you know, here's this thing, whatever the case be. It's not like you couldn't fill it out like, you know, months before there was a different fucking date on it or something like that, dude. Like if you're doing like a bill of sale or some shit like that. Which honestly even brings it to that point now, but it's like, why even do bill of sales anymore then? You know? It's like, fuck you guys kind of thing is what it is. It's like, first of all, it's my private property, assholes. Do what the fuck I want with it at that point, you know? It'd be no different than selling a vehicle and stuff like that, dude. It's like, if I want to sell a fucking car, I'll go sell a fucking car, dude. If I want to go sell a fucking bicycle, I'll go sell a fucking bicycle. If I want to go sell a bunch of comic books, I'll go sell a bunch of fucking comic books. So how the hell is that any different than selling a fucking gun? Actually, you know what, though? Actually, I think about it right now, right? There's an easy way to get around this, too, by the way, for that matter. You could easily just sell somebody a frame or something, or, I don't know, the slide of a fucking gun and just be like, here's the frame with it, kind of thing, then. You know, it's like, yeah, fuck you, fucking fuckboy, alphabet agent douchebags. You shouldn't exist at this point, you fucking clown-ass bitches. Fucking scumbags. Anyway, but yeah, of course, you got the mainstream media lying their asses off about the Dexter Reed case on that matter, too, which is basically, this, like I said, this idiot out of Chicago the other day, which they were claiming that he was pulled over because of seatbelt violations. The thing about it is, though, when you look at the actual vehicle he was in, the SUV there and stuff, there was window tint on that window so fucking dark, dude. I'm not even sure they could have seen the side of the damn car. So it's like, it could have easily been something like that, where it was like window tint shit, honestly, was the actual reason they pulled him over. Not to mention the fact that Dexter Reed was actually a convicted felon, had multiple violent felonies under his record, from my understanding. And of course, there's body cam footage now out there that shows he literally fires at the cops first, and they're trying to like be like, "Dude, get out of the car," kind of thing, because they were attempting to detain him for some reason. I think is what it was, and I think it was multiple different violations of shit. And then yeah, he basically just starts like popping off at him, and you just see cops go running is what it is. And then they return fire on his ass, and that's when they load like 100 rounds at him is what it is. Of course, Tim Pool pointed out this morning it was basically them trying to do the media trying to do a George Floyd 2.0 at this point, and basically push the whole race war narrative again, which I believe truthfully at this point, dude. The mainstream media is 100% trying to push this race war in this country. Like not only a race war, but then also like paint like every cop as a piece of shit. Basically, is what it is there. And it's why I've been saying for the last 5 to 6 years now, honestly. The United States mainstream media, it's all bought and paid for by 6 giant corporations, should not be protecting our freedom of press anymore, dude. Because they ain't press anymore. They haven't been press since the 1970s when they started doing Operation Mockingbird shit and just basically spewing whatever the fuck the CIA, etc. One of them just fucking spews what it was then. And that alone should disqualify them from having freedom of press protection is what it is then. So be allowed to sue in the be allowed to be sued in the fucking grounds what it is on top of that then. So anyway. But yeah, we got this from Gateway Pundit. It says, wow, video, Chicago police fired nearly 100 rounds at suspect during traffic stop, killing him. Corporate media rushes to smear cops, but evidence reveals a different story. It says, video footage on Tuesday emerged showing the moment when plainclothes Chicago cops unloaded nearly 100 rounds, which is 96 rounds apparently, at a traffic stop last month, killing a man and subsequently leading to a negative anti-cop coverage. However, narrative of police killing an innocent man runs counter to the facts. As New York Post reported, 26-year-old Dexter Reed was killed during a March 21st traffic stop in Humboldt Park on West something or other street after officers in an unmarked car pulled him over for failing to... Okay, so that's a failing to wear a seatbelt then. Like I said, that car seems super tinted, though, is what it is, dude, with the windows and shit. So, yeah, this is the fucking idiot in question right here, who's, by the way, they're trying to paint the he was such a good boy, fucking college graduate shit, and having like a fucking cap and gown photo is what it is. No, he's a fucking gangbanger piece of shit sack of garbage, dude. So his fucking idiot mom, Nicole Banks, who's trying to pull the old Ben Crump narrative crap now is what it is, which I'm going to say like this, bro. Like, if we're going to put the fucking Pandora's box being open with the whole Crumbly parents being charged with their idiot fucking son's massacre and stuff like that, dude, then it's time for retards like Nicole Banks to be charged with her moron fucking son's fucking criminality as well, too, for that matter. For being a shitty parent, failing to do her fucking job as a parent to actually raise a good kid is what it is then, man. So, yeah, it's time to get on that fucking road, people. So anyway, it says, wow, footage opens with a female officer and 4 others approaching Reed's car while he rolls down the window. He refuses to exit the SUV despite policewoman angrily ordering him to do so several times. Officers then back up, and a major shootout subsequently ensues, sending her scrambling. So shots fired, female officer yells, alerting the neighbors. She and other fellow officers then fire several more bullets before stopping. It says, just in, part of more than 30 seconds released from the morning of Chicago cops relating to the exchange of gunfire resulting in death of Dexter Reed last month. It says, note, this is a segment of the video, full video of the blah, blah, blah. It says, Reed is next seen on the ground near the rear passenger's wheel of the car, which is full of bullet holes. It says, policewoman yells for ambulance and reveals an officer has been shot. But yeah, basically what it shows is that this fucking idiot Reed was actually the one who fired first is what it is, dude. Like, you can literally see the fucking volley of gunfire coming out of his dumbass window is what it is then, dude. So, that's interesting. FBI quietly releases unclassified file on Ashley Babbitt during the solar eclipse. Most Americans were dialed in the solar eclipse. FBI quietly released unclassified documents regarding Ashley Babbitt, the Air Force veteran who was murdered by Capitol Police on January 6th. It says April 8th, FBI released a highly redacted 69-page file on details of Ashley Babbitt's death, military background, testimonies on Babbitt's character. So on page 3 of the file, it was written, Babbitt is deceased, and therefore the case is not being nominated to TSDB. TSBD stands for Terror Screening Database. It says Terror Screening Database contains biographical and biometric identifying information, IG name, birth date, etc. of known and suspected terrorists. How much you want to bet I'm on that list right now, dude, from my 2019 federal swatting? I almost guarantee at this point, honestly. So, or at least some kind of list similar to that would be the case then, dude. Meanwhile, people that should actually be on the terrorist watch list kind of thing there is what it is. It should be actual fucking Islamic terrorists in this country. So, I'm going to point that out, too, if we don't do the buckshot later on today is what it is. There is an update to that Ramadan shooting. Apparently, it was not actually. It was basically two different things. You had a Ramadan event going on there in Philly last night for like the end of their little bullshit is what it is there, and then apparently it was like a block over or something like that. You had like 4 to 6 gangbangers, bunch of teenage little punk asses with guns that shouldn't have guns in the first place. Is what it is there. Their piece of shit asses started opening fire on each other because they were rival gangs, I guess, and that's what it was. You had the cops basically chase their asses down, recover a bunch of guns. At least a couple of them got shot. Again, in police exchanges. And then you had the cops basically take a few of them into custody into the actual medical centers and stuff like that. And then like 1 or 2 shoot up on their own that got away and like obviously were shot later on is what it was then. Or shot, I should say shot during the exchange, but later on they got away and they then came back around to basically get medical attention is what it was then. So, and they also got arrested then is what it was. So, yeah. And because it doesn't fit the official narrative and stuff like that, you will see it disappear from the mainstream media immediately is what it is then. So, but anyway, so we got a couple other stories I want to talk about today. So I want to point something out on this one because I want to talk about the super stories right now, and I want to talk about the guys involved in them is what it is. So you got this story, which this was the piece of shit son of this woman who was basically trying to do a bunch of prostitutes out of the high school girls at her school is what it was there. And then you got fucking this clown ass right here named William Winfrey, who to me looks very similar to the first guy is what it is, dude. Like, they could easily be cousins or something like that. That would be the case, man. They're both out of Houston, Texas area, by the way. So, starting out with this Andy No story, we're going to get more into this one in a minute. Here's what it is. It's this crazy story to Houston, Texas. 2 black American men worked with illegal aliens in an elaborate robbery hoax that would have given the illegals access to U.S. visas as victims of violent crime. On January 27th, one of the 2 American men was shot dead in a staged violent robbery by an armed bystander who thought he was saving the victims. So the surviving co-conspirator, William X. Winfrey, pictured, was charged April 8th with murder over his accomplice's death. So felony murder rule in Texas, I guess, honestly, there. Says Good Samaritan shooter is being reviewed by prosecutors, but he has not been charged yet, nor have the 2 illegal aliens who were part of the deadly immigration fraud scheme. And they probably won't be, honestly, given our fucking judicial system and stuff like that, is my guess, honestly. Even though they should all be, even though everybody but the Good Samaritan should be charged what it is then. So, but yeah, some more on this story. We got 2 different articles I pulled up here is what it is. From the Houston area there is what it is in Texas. Which was fiancé of man killed in staged robbery for U visa speaks out. Once charged with murder. Houston, Texas, January, Fox 26 reported that police thought was a robbery turned homicide when a bystander shot the robber, but an investigation now shows the robbery was fake. 22-year-old Rashad Scott was staging a robbery with 2 victims that 2 victims were in on when Jesus Vargas, a bystander, shot and killed him. So probably Jesus Vargas, I guess, honestly. This court records show that Scott was working with William X. Winfrey, who instructed Scott to stage the robbery in exchange for money. Documents say that 2 victims were in on the robbery so that they could file for U.S. visas. According to U.S. Department of Homeland Security, a U visa is granted to victims of certain crimes to aid law enforcement in solving cases. So basically, it's a way to keep people here as potential witnesses and stuff like that would be my guess. And it would be a way to basically have you staying in the U.S. to not be like essentially deported is what it is there. Which again, like I get it, man. Like that should obviously exist for that reason is what it is. But again, like that right here, this shows exactly why it honestly shouldn't in some cases, because it's like you have a situation there where it's now people who are obviously misusing this system for all kinds of fuckery is what it is, dude. And it's the exact same bullshit we've seen many times over now. Where you have these fucking Chilean gangs and stuff like that we know at least Chilean gangs, might be more than that even for that matter. But it's literally gangs from Central America coming to the United States of America right now to literally use our 90-day visa system to commit fucking high-end robberies, dude, at luxury homes and stuff like that. And it's like, why are we even allowing these visa systems to exist right now in our country, dude? When they're obviously being misused like this, like fucking crazy. It shouldn't exist in the fucking first place is what it is. For real. It's fucking bullshit. Anyway, yeah, I'll see here now. Yeah, let's talk about that. U visa grants victim temporary immigration status, including work authorization, temporary immigration status for qualifying family members of the victim, and possibly of lawful permanent resident status. So basically, it's legal resident status. Okay, that makes sense. As court documents say, they found telegram messages between Scott and Winfrey coordinating the staged robbery, documents stating that the two had staged at least 2 robberies with the same method before, saying they did one the night before Scott was killed on January 6th of this past year, this year, at a different gas station there. In that case, both victims submitted for U visas, and one of them received one. Well, you need to strip that fucking visa right now is what it is, dude, that fucking asshole. This is another documented case. It's on February 27, 2023. Documents say all 3 people who claimed to be victims applied for and were granted U visas. Again, start stripping visas of these fucking people, man, for real. It says Winfrey is now being charged with murder and the killing, said Sadie Beverly. Scott's fiance says she's now left to raise their 2 children alone. Well, maybe you should have chose a better fucking dude to nut inside of you, bitch, instead of fucking letting some dipshit nut inside of you is what it is then twice over. So there you go. You know, that's on you, lady. Like, seriously, start choosing better fucking partners instead of dumbass fucking retards who are gonna rob people and fucking do stage robberies and stuff like that, dude. To help illegals get in this fucking country is what it is. Anyway, his idiot fucking fiance said, he didn't deserve what happened to him at all. He was making a dumb... Yeah, he was making a dumb decision. Exactly, cost him his life, dumb bitch. So I'm not defending him. Of course you actually are, dude. And then claim he didn't deserve to die. It's like, of course he did. That's the whole point, lady. He fucked around and found out. It's not that hard to figure out, woman. Like, Jesus fucking Christ. Fucking dumbass, dude. Said she knew bits and pieces of what Scott... Okay, here we go. She said she knew bits and pieces of what Scott would do during these setups, and while she knew he was doing the wrong thing, she thinks he should be alive to see his day in court. Fuck you, cunt. And I'm going to call it bullshit. She knew every fucking thing, dude. It wasn't bits and pieces. He's like, oh yeah, bitch, I'm totally robbing these people. Fake robbery, these people is what it is. So we can get them fucking visas into this country and we're getting fucking paid to get it done. Like, that's exactly what he fucking told her verbatim. I guarantee it, dude. So yeah, honestly, she should be charged with fucking accomplice. This kid should go right into foster care system. What it is then, man. So, or accessory after the fact, whatever it is there. But yeah, it goes on from there and basically talks about her dumbass being all like, oh, you should still be alive. Blah, blah, blah. It's like, shut up, bitch. So, anyway, let's see. He says court documents say that Vargas told the 2 fake robbery victims to, quote, not tell anyone I was here and left the scene. Wait, who was Vargas again? Oh, okay. Yeah, Vargas is supposed to be the Good Samaritan guy. Okay. Yeah, so the Beverly woman that was the dude's fiance wants him charged. So he's the one behind the trigger. He's the one that made the decision. Yeah, court documents say Vargas told 2 fake robbery suspects not telling anybody he was there and left the scene. So, okay, so he might not, like, I'm wondering, honestly, then if that Jesus Vargas guy was even legally in possession of a firearm, that'd be the case. So, yeah, maybe everybody should be charged in this situation then all the way around, dude. Yes, his documents say he later met with police and told them he ran because he is, okay, there you go. He is on probation and was afraid, so potentially he actually is a felon in possession of a weapon, that's the case. Yeah, so those on possession are not legally allowed to carry a firearm. Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, that's what it is. So he might have been catching another felony, is what it is then or something, so. Jesus fucking Christ. Okay, so this dumbass Scott guy's fiance woman claims she thinks that lax gun laws have a lot to do with this homicide. Shut the fuck up, you stupid fucking cunt. No, lax gun laws don't have anything to do with that, you dumb bitch. Your fucking idiot boyfriend going and doing a bunch of fucking crimes, which, by the way, are now international fucking federal crimes, you stupid fucking cunt, to get a bunch of fucking illegals a fucking free pass into this country who have nowhere to be in the fucking first place. That's what led to your fucking dumbass boyfriend's death, you stupid fucking bitch. Fucking idiot. It's not Texas gun laws of constitutional carry, you stupid fucking cunt. Seriously, everybody involved in the situation is a fucking felon, dude. So, by the way, can't be lax gun law, stupid bitch, because your fucking boyfriend, his fucking buddy, all these other motherfuckers involved, none of them should have been in possession of firearms because they're all fucking criminals, legitimately. So, yeah, go fuck yourself, lady. Seriously, man. Fucking stupid bullshit, man, is what it is there. Anyway. Jumping to this other article, though, which is the... fuck we at now? Hang on, I gotta go refine the other thing here. So this is the this is all the stuff that's coming up about this this other Houston, Texas story about this teacher trying to recruit high school girls to be prostitutes for her fucking idiot son is what it is there. So we got Klein ISD teacher accused of recruiting students for prostitution. Houston area teacher facing felony charges for child trafficking. Texas high school teacher accused of using vulnerable students to build a prostitution ring. Klein ISD teacher and son arrested, charged with recruiting juvenile students for prostitution. $750,000 bond set for Klein ISD teacher charged with sex trafficking, and then compiling some other shit is what it is here. So we're gonna go ahead and read that one first, I think. So, yeah, compelling prostitution is what it is. This one looks like a piece of shit, by the way, entirely. Yeah, it said Kendra Gisby, 42, a cosmetology teacher at Klein Kane High School, was arrested Monday. Okay, so she was teaching basically nails, is what it is, dude. That's what cosmetology is like nails and like hair and stuff like that. So, was this like a trade school? Is my question first off, or was it like one of these weird like, what do they call those now? It's not like juvenile hall, but it's like it's something else is what it is. Because there used to be. I remember when I was going to high school, there was one of the kids that kept getting in trouble and stuff like that, and they would send him to, it's like an alternative school is what they call it. Actually, is what it is. And yeah, they would send him to the alternative school is what it was there. And I wonder maybe that's what it is. It's like various things of like, hey, you know, we're not going to be like a productive member of society, kind of, but like we kind of want you to still be one of those things or whatever. So it's like we're going to give you a trade in place of like actual education or something like that. Then, so yeah, covers hairstyling, skincare, nail care, makeup. Okay, so that makes sense. So yeah. Anyway, it says this one was arrested Monday by, according to Harris County Sheriff at Gonzales, along with her son, Roger McGee, 21. So the latter was arrested back in November 2022 for trafficking and prostitution. Early Tuesday, Gisby waived her court appearance, but her total bond was set at $750,000, $125,000 for each charge for sex trafficking and compiling prostitution, according to the email from Klein ISD officials. Gisby was hired during the 2019-2020 school year and, quote, passed a state background check at the time. So once the sheriff's office informed the district of her upcoming arrest, Gisby was relieved of her teaching duties. Parents were informed of the day that happened in a letter, and went from there is what it is. What's interesting about this, by the way, and this goes back to the actual Wall Street Apes thing I was reading about earlier here, because you have a bunch of school officials fucking lying their asses off, falsely claiming that, oh, we didn't know a damn thing about this one. It's like, yes, you did, you fucking pricks. You 100% knew what the fuck's going on there, dude. So, and yeah, here it is right here. It's, so this should make you furious. Quote, a trusted teacher at a high school campus recruiting prostitutes from her students to work for her son as their prostitutes. She, quote, was allowed to remain on campus after it was brought to the school administrator's attention that time. So this is one of the most horrendous stories we have ever had to deal with. This person said, in my history as an activist, I'm guessing it's probably this black dude. Here's my guess, honestly, that was saying this. Let's see. Said this was brought to their attention, but the same administrators, instead of thoroughly investigating the complaint, they retaliated against the teacher who brought it to their attention when they were spoken to the other day, is what the person was saying there. Said they swear to God that they had no information about this until law enforcement called them to say we're going to arrest Miss Gisby today. Well, I say to Kane, administrators, you are damn liars. We got the proof. So law enforcement went to her house about her daughter, who was one of the victims, and she came the next day and informed the school of what was happening in detail in a statement about the prostitution ring. Said who's the teacher that was involved and the young man's name that was involved, and the school district took a statement from the office or in the office with the same principal and the district representative. And now you lying snakes want to tell the public that you have no idea about Miss Gisby. Oh no, that is a lie. We got it right here. We got text messages where she's texting back and forth with school administrators talking about what she brought to their attention, but yet they did nothing. Principal should be terminated. Oh, he should be arrested at this point, dude. That fucking principal he's not gonna be fucking fired. He needs to be fucking arrested as an accomplice in this fucking whole thing, dude. Because you're allowing this fucking shit to go on in your fucking school system, assholes. So there's a lot more crazy info in this story. It's absolutely disgusting. This keeps happening in America. Predators are always being protected. Yeah, it's fucking disgusting entirely, dude. I think we'll watch this. It's about 3.5 minutes long.
We have ever had to deal with in my history as an activist. We're talking about a teacher, a trusted servant teacher on a high school campus recruiting prostitutes from her students to work for her son as their people.
That dude, look at that guy's eyes. Like, that dude looks drugged out of his fucking mind, honestly, on that one, dude. Like, he's definitely on some shit for sure, man.
This teacher, Miss Grisby, was allowed to remain on this campus after it was brought to the school administrator's attention that this was taking place in February of 23.
Jesus.
This was brought to their attention.
So over a year ago.
But these same administrators, instead of thoroughly investigating the complaint, they retaliated against the teacher who brought it to their attention. When I spoke with the district the other day, I said, how could you not know or tell the parents about all of this? They swore for God that they did not know. They swore for God that they had no information about this until law enforcement called them and say, we're going to arrest Miss Grisby today. Well, I say to Klein, Kane administrators, you a damn lie. We got the proof. Where's the dog? Open it up. Open it up. Let me show these lines here at this school. And we want all the parents to see this. Here's a complaint back in February 23, a sworn statement by the teacher that named Miss Grisby, that named what law enforcement brought to her attention. Law enforcement went to her house about her daughter, who was one of the victims, and she came the next day and informed the school of what was happening in detail in the statement about the prostitute ring. Who's the teacher that was involved, and the young man's name that was involved. And the school district took the statement in the office with the principal and the district representative. And now you lying snakes want to tell the public that you had no idea about Miss Grisby. Oh no, that's a lie. We got it right here. We got text messages where she's texting back and forth with school administrators talking about what she brought to their attention. But yet they did nothing. The principal should be terminated. And I would say to the police chief, why they never brought it to your attention? It was brought to their attention. We got the documents. It was brought to their attention in detail in February of 23. Why they didn't do a duty, brother, to speak to you as police chief? You should do your job now and start indicting these officials at the school for failure to notify.
Damn right.
They didn't notify law enforcement, and they did not notify the parents. And as parents, they had a right to know that their children were a part of a prostitution ring. And you left the teacher after the report was given, after the case number with Harris County Sheriff's Department was given. You left that teacher on this campus to a few days ago. She was allowed to remain for a few days ago. This don't pass the smell test. All of y'all should be.
Yep. Totally agree, man. Everybody in that situation needs to get their asses fucking indicted on that shit. Start with that principle for sure. So, and of course, you got OJ trending now, like I said a minute ago, because he apparently died of cancer now, is what it is. So, nah. Somebody making a, what you call it, out of the Ghost movie, where it was all the creepy ass, like, death shadows taking people off or whatever. And it's like Nicole Simpson taking OJ straight to hell. Yep. Yep. Yeah, according to this, it says O.J. Simpson reportedly surrounded by his family when he died. The last few months were spent in hospice. Simpson was acquitted of murdering ex-wife and friend. Yeah, bunch of disgusting bullshit, dude. What the fuck is this? Hang on, I gotta listen to this bullshit because I want to see what this guy is saying here. But not knowing what he's saying, I don't really want to pop up on the thing randomly because it might be some, like, what you call it thing over. So, oh, just stupid people doing stupid shit. Yeah, I call out that piece of shit person. It was like, yeah, OJ should have died in murder for or should have died in prison for double murder, dumbass. Anyway. I gotta laugh about this one, man. That was pretty much all the stories I have for today, by the way. So I'm just gonna go random stuff that's on X right now for a couple minutes here before we finish up for the day. So yeah, you got this one where it's some chick saying, "Wish black people would just refuse to create for the next 6 months and even take our music off streaming platforms and our art out of the public eye and just watch. Like black culture completely inaccessible. What would non-black people do with themselves?" Well, considering that there is not a whole lot y'all bring to the table, I would assume that we'd be way better off at that point because you wouldn't have fucking drill rap and every other kind of garbage out there that's indoctrinating these kids into fucking being a bunch of little gangbangers and stuff, dude. So yeah, please do it. And I would say not only for 6 months, dude, do it for 6 years for that matter. Let's do a 6-year experiment right now, dude, starting this year and going to 2030. With all that shit taken out of the fucking public eye, stuff like that, dude, starting with drill rap and everything else like that. And we'll see how different things change, man, in the next 6 years. And I guarantee society's going to be a hell of a lot better off in the next 6 years, honestly. So. Oh, Alex Jones talking about why OJ really dies, what it is, but I can't really talk about that one because it has to do with the little pokey pokes. So, anyway. Woman confronts Palestinian terrorist and grabs her phone after dipshit set up a protest outside her home. Said, leave, this is not your home, this is my home. Palestinian fuck girl. Wearing hijab then says, this is our First Amendment right. It's actually not, you stupid bitch. It's called you're literally on fucking private property, you dumbass. Depending on where that's at, I'm guessing it's in the UK, it looks like maybe. Or like some blue state, if that be the case here in America. Dude, if that was in a red state, we could legally kill that girl, honestly, because she's trespassing on private property here. Refusing to leave and stuff. And is a threat to our fucking livelihood is what it is then. So, Jesus Christ. Said, chick didn't know how to make eggs. She literally crushed up a bunch of fucking eggshells and eggs in a pan. Like, are you serious? Like, it's literally as simple as cracking the egg and dropping it into the fucking pan, you dumb bitch. God, I swear to God, like, some of these videos are fake, but I feel like the problem is I think some of them aren't because it's like our society has been dumbed down so fucking much to the point now where it's just retardation and then some of what it is, dude. Just like going back to the whole Dexter Reed case is what it is there. You got like shit like this is what it is right here where you got media clearly advocating a repeat for 2020 Summer of Love. And then it says, this media story, it says, police fired 96 shots in 41 seconds, killing black man during traffic stop. And then, of course, they show him in like the fucking little, like I said, his little outfit, probably from, I don't think this is like actual college graduation. I think it's probably high school graduation, my guess, honestly, a few years ago. My assumption on that one there. So, yeah, it's a bunch of shit entirely, dude. And that's why I said, like, this is the exact reason why media, especially mainstream media, does not need to be covering freedom of the press anymore because they're not. They are fucking advocates for literally rioting. They are advocates for black supremacy. They are advocates for a fucking bunch of race war bullshit that they're trying to push right now is what it is, dude. And they are the exact problem with this country right now, dude. They need to have their asses sued in non-existence what it is right now in this country's history, honestly. So... And then, of course, you got Dexter Reed's retarded mother, Nicole Banks here. Dude, this woman, honestly, I swear to God, bro. If you've ever seen the movie Don't Be a Menace to South Central Drinking Juice in the Hood, she is a fucking parody of the people in that movie, bro. Like, she is a fucking clown for real, man. Talking about, oh, they killed my son, let me go fake fucking fall like a dumb bitch. That's the one thing, too, by the way. AK Nation News has called this shit out a lot, dude, with the black race and stuff like that in this country, where it's like some retarded black woman like this whose kid was supposedly, like, unjustly killed by the cops, even though he's 100% justifiably killed by the cops, what it is there. And it's basically them just, like, staging this fucking act and then go get a fucking payday is what it is then. But as Libs TikTok said here, it said, quote, this is what the city woman said. She said, he was just riding around in his car and they killed him, mother of Dexter Reed. It says, false. Dexter was pulled over by a traffic stop and responded by shooting at the cops. They want another George Floyd moment and looking for a martyr. Media is also coaxing it along by lying about the story is what it is there. So, yeah, it's fucking disgusting entirely, dude. And then there's the actual thing where they're trying to talk about, you know, what you call. I'm not going to show the video there, obviously. Yeah, this is media trying to push a George Floyd moment after shooting in Chicago. Reality shows the individual fired nonstop at the cops to begin with, what it is there. And you got all this bullshit, fucking fake ass lies from mainstream media, AP, USA Today, CNN, ABC Chicago, etc., Washington Post. All 5 of those fucking outlets need to be sued in the fucking ground at this point, dude, for real. Yeah. Literally fucking pouring the black victim into liberals' throats is what it is there. Exactly. It's just like the whole Pride Month bullshit where they're just like, oh, gotta be gay. And it's like just shoving it down people's throats is what it is there, dude. Actually, this one's pretty much spot on right here as well for the meme stuff here. Where you got election year, and then it's rioting is the big ass wave about to come down there and topple over people is what it is there. So, by the way, they pull this shit every 4 years is what it is, dude, give or take. Sometimes it's every 2 years, more or less, because sometimes it's for like governor's races and stuff too, in the midterms and shit. But for the most part, it's every single presidential election for the last, I would say, at least 20 years or so, give or take. Because you've had it since really 2004 is what it is. And it keeps going and going and going. I mean, hell, it was back in, 2016, you had the Castile, or wait, was it 2012 or 2016? Whichever one. It was the Filipino Castile case, which, by the way, that one is like the only outlier, really, because it was a situation there where you had a dude who was legally armed, and even they were saying after the fact when the cop was actually being put on trial and stuff like that, if they had actually released the body cam footage from his dash cam and stuff like that, he would have actually gone to jail for murder then, dude, because that showed a whole different side of it that the jury never saw, and it would have definitely had his ass going to prison forever is what it is then. So yeah, that cop definitely got away with murder in that case, dude, is what it is. But with the exception of that outlier, like the whole Michael Brown narrative was bullshit. The whole fucking Tamir Rice thing was bullshit. The whole Trayvon Martin thing was bullshit. These are all things that they were trying to ride over and stuff like that. You had the fucking George Floyd crap in 2020 that was all bullshit, and it was him fucking ODing on a bunch of fucking fentanyl and stuff he shoved down his throat, what it was before cops got there. And yeah, it's a bunch of crap all the way around, dude. And it's nothing more than everything else like that. And I mean, hell, you even have you had BLM chapters running around, like the actual like whole like chapter heads and stuff like that running around there, and we're like, who do we protect? Black criminals. And they were saying this shit, I think it was after the shooting of that one dumbass by that female cop who was like taser, and then popped his ass with a Glock, whatever it was then. Like, they admitted that shit after that fucking idiot. They're just like, yeah, who do we protect? Black criminals. And that's what that fucking guy was that got killed there in that situation, dude. They're in Minnesota after Floyd is what it was, dude. So anyway, let's go ahead and read some of the comments on the Lives of TikTok video here from different people there. You got this Chris guy saying presidential election year and almost summer, must be riot season. That Paul dude was saying Dexter Reed's mother is so fake. It's disgusting. Reed's mother has only made things worse by lying about how her son died. If she wanted to honor him, she would have condemned these actions and spoke the truth. Instead, she lied and tried to whitewash his criminal behavior. Of course she did. That's the entire point, dude. Of course she's going to lie about it, because what does she want? She wants that fucking payday, baby. That's what it is. That's all it is for these motherfuckers at this point. I'm so fucking sick and tired of it, dude. I swear to God, every time you see a fucking minority piece of shit in this country, who 100% of the fucking time almost is a goddamn criminal asshole with a multi-fucking felony record as long as my goddamn arm, dude. Their fucking idiot mother, by the way, it's usually idiot single mother who has a different last name than their fucking moron son did, or their moron daughter did, because they're too much of a bunch of ghetto pieces of shit to actually have a fucking actual nuclear fucking family. And so they got fatherless homes, they got fucking tender baby daddies is what it is there, dude. But yeah, you have every single one of these fucking douchebags sitting there being like, oh, my son was such a fucking good boy. I gotta go get a fucking payday. Let me hit the ghetto fucking lottery now. Shit like that. It's like, yeah, go fuck yourself, people. Seriously. I'm so fucking sick of it, man. And that's exactly what it is at the end of the day. They are fucking trying to get a lottery fucking win from their idiot fucking kid with a so-called wrongful death lawsuit, the same way Tamir Rice's dumbass fucking mom did here in Ohio, taking us taxpayers for fucking millions of dollars because of her dumbass fucking kid waving around guns at people and shit like that, dude. And now you got the same bullshit going on here recently in Akron that I talked about the other day, where you got that one dumb motherfucker with a fake Tech 9 is what it was there, who got popped by the cop in the hand. Thankfully, he lived through that whole thing. But yeah, you got his fucking dumbass grandmother and mother being all like, oh, they shouldn't have shot at my boy, man. It's like, well, hey, maybe you actually teach your fucking dumbass son, don't be fucking pointing guns at houses and think they're not going to get fucking clapped by the cops, you dumb cunt. Like, seriously, these people just need to get an old-fashioned smack across the fucking mouth, man, for real. Like, this is the entire problem with the fucking black community in this country, dude. There is no fucking accountability at all with these fucking people. There is no accountability. There is no fucking consequence for their goddamn actions. I'm fucking sick of it, man. I am fucking sick of this shit. Because that's exactly what they fucking are, dude. They want to sit there and act like, oh, they can do whatever the fuck they want and get away with it. And the media helps them with this shit, dude. I'm fucking sick of that crap, too, for that matter. It is all the fucking way around, dude. every fucking way around. You see it constantly. And what does the media also do? They cover up black and white hate crimes in this country, dude, all the fucking time. You have black men literally running around New York City right now, punching white women in the fucking face, dude. And yet the media is just like, oh, it's fucking mega this and no, it's not, dude. It's not a bunch of fucking pro-Trump people beating the shit out of people. It's literally fucking black supremacists trying to pull some knockout game bullshit again with fucking white liberal bitches is what it is, dude. And the reason I say that is because there's a lot of these same dumbass females that are the ones that were all defund the fucking cops the other day. And well, the other day, I mean like 3-4 years ago now is what it is. And then they want to sit there and be all like, oh, I don't understand, I'm getting punched in the face now by some fucking minority 4 years later. It's like, yeah, because you defunded the cops, dumbass. So, anyway. Yeah, it's a bunch of shit, dude, entirely. Going back to the comment section after this whole tirade went on a minute ago, here is what it is. You also got this guy bringing up here, it's Red Wave Press actually saying, shooting at the cops 11 times makes your son a criminal. Ever since George Floyd, black criminals are now all of a sudden innocent. And that's what I said, dude. It's exactly what BLM has done forever is what it is. It's like they actually chanted the shit in the fucking streets of Minnesota and places like that, dude. They're like, who do we protect? Black criminals. Enough said. BLM is a terrorist organization. Black Lives Matter is a terrorist organization. It should be treated as such, dude. Same thing with Antifa. They are the fucking left-wing terrorist arm of the Democrat Party. End of fucking story. So... And I also love how they make Dexter Reed out to be this, like, you know, innocent guy and, like, a fucking thing. And by the way, you can tell the difference between those pictures, by the way, there. Because obviously that one was from 5-6 years ago when he actually graduated high school, is my guess, honestly. And then you got this one, which is more recent, right before his death, or he's a criminal there. Yeah, he looks nothing like the other guy, dude. He's obviously changed. He looks a lot older. You know, yeah, it says man killed during shootout with Chicago police was on pre-trial release for a felony gun case, court records show. Of course he was, dude. And again, stop letting these motherfuckers out on the streets again, bro. Just keep them locked the fuck up, and you're not gonna have them do shit like that, dude. So he was already on basically a pre-trial release for another felony case involving firearms, and then shoots at the cop with another probably illegally obtained gun, is my guess, honestly, dude. Because again, if you're already catching felony charges, you can't go buy a gun legally in this country. So I'm sure he probably stole that gun too, for that matter, or found it in a fucking bush or something like that's what it is then, or something. Or hell, it could be like Leo's talked about in the past, where there was like fucking like boxes of guns being dropped off in Chicago by the fucking United Nations and shit like that is what it is, dude. In the middle of the night and shit. I wouldn't be surprised by it all, man, honestly. And then we got civilian office of police accountability and independent expert both said Monday that it appears 26-year-old Dexter Reed fired first in the shootout last month, ultimately left him dead and left Chicago police officer injured in the case as well. Of course he fucking did, dude. The body cam footage shows that shit. You can see them literally be like backing up a little bit, and all of a sudden it's just like fucking hail of gunfire coming out of the fucking window, basically is what it is. So, see, going back to the comment section there. Got this person saying Reed was wrong. His mom knew her son was on pretrial release for a felony gun case. Hope she is not surrounded by vultures who will frame this another way, and soon lawsuit spin will take over media. Look, okay, so here's my problem right now. So you're saying you hope that Nicole Banks, Dexter Reed's mother, is not surrounded by vultures, dude. She is the fucking vulture, dude. Do you not understand that? Do you not understand that? She is the piece of shit who is exacerbating this crap, again, to get a fucking payday because she's a fucking piece of garbage fucking female in this country who has a shitty fucking son, who was a shitty fucking parent to her idiot son. And again, going back to what I said before with the whole Crumbly case there, dude, if we're going to open that Pandora's box of charging parents for their idiot fucking children's actions, then guess what? Every fucking black single mother in this country whose dumbass fucking dead criminal son committed fucking crimes needs to be charged with accessories after the fucking fact. That's what it is, dude. For being neglectful parents and shit is what it is. But we're never going to do that is what it is, dude. Because again, we're never going to have real accountability in this fucking country is what it is, man. So you got this other woman saying, Mama, we've seen the video in this post. Please understand when a police officer pulls you over, you must comply and don't respond by shooting at cops. Don't understand what outcome did this person think was going to happen in the situation. Yeah, this one says it right. She fainted thinking about the GoFundMe campaign. Mm-hmm. Yep, federal lawsuit. He was a good boy. Yep, exactly. Yeah, and as somebody else pointed out right here, it said Nicole Banks was just looking for a payday. Exactly, dude. Exactly. Yep, this chick called it correctly. It's super predictable. His mother should have raised him better. She is cashing in on her sucky parenting. Exactly, dude. That's exactly what it is at the end of the day, man. It's a bunch of shit entirely, man. And somebody else said another is turning criminal into some kind of martyr. Yeah, and then you can actually see, like, there's the actual. I'm going to post a video to our X page. I'm not going to show it. Here's what it is, but yeah, you literally show the cop like trying to pull at the door, whatever the case be, and then like right after that, it's like, dude just hails like hailstorm, fucking volley of lead, dude, out the window. So somebody else said MLK will probably be rolling over in his grave if he could see what the world has come to today. Oh, I guarantee he is, dude. I mean, hell, you look at those. There's that one episode of the Boondocks, and it shows MLK if he hadn't died and stuff like that, and then he came out of a coma like 30 years later, or whatever, into modern society and stuff, to the point where he basically just calls out like the fucking black race at that point is just like y'all fucking dumb, essentially, is what it is then. So it's a great episode, by the way, for those who've never seen it. But anyway, this is actually a pretty good one too. Racism is never okay. Fuck white people. Modern Democrats. Yep, exactly. Yep, that's exactly what it is, dude. Exactly what it is. Me was spot on that one, man. So. Okay, so there actually is a name for this then, according to this guy here, is what he said. Said, this is called, this is known as, quote, familial jackpot. Someone in your family, better if it's your offspring, sparks a violent encounter with law enforcement. Even if they only get injured, it's a big payday. This woman just hit the jackpot. Exactly, dude. That's exactly what it is. It's the familial jackpot. Yep. That's exactly what that shit is at the end of the day, man. Somebody else said must be voting season. They're already trying to stir up the hornet's nest. Like I said, the media fucking wants a race war in this country, man. And the way things are going, honestly, that might be what actually becomes the whole fucking thing then. Is it would be instead of being an actual civil war, it might just be a straight up like race war / tribalistic warfare is what it is then. So I'm gonna read this guy's thing here. This is from a cop that goes by, or ex-cop, I'm assuming, goes by Elio Mike, though. It said, so I work with these types of street gangs / violent crime / fugitive task force for years. We used every traffic law on the books, no matter how minor, to instigate a stop on one of these targets. This is exactly how you take a violent armed career gang member that would have been surveilling down. Okay, that makes more sense then. That actually makes more sense then. So it was basically them using the he wasn't wearing a seatbelt thing, knowing that who the guy was obviously in the car at the time, because they would have, did the places what it was there or whatever. And so they would have known it was this Dexter Reed guy to begin with, knowing he was, pre-trial for a felony gun crime. Then probably if they were surveilling him, my guess would be that they had seen him do some kind of a buy, maybe of another gun that matter, and that's why they were trying to take him down. Then knowing he was basically a felon in possession of a firearm at the time, then is that the case then? So yeah, that makes a lot more sense now. I'm thinking about it offhand. So that would make total sense then. That it was them knowing they were going to do some stuff, whatever the case be, and that's why. Again, it also makes sense why they were plainclothes officers too, for that matter. Because it would have been more like that Chicago PD show where it's that like unit there is what it is then or whatever. And it would have been them being like, okay, we got the suspect, like take him down kind of thing, whatever the case be. And then of course didn't really think about like, oh yeah, he's probably gonna fire at you. That's what it is then. So anyway, but yeah, it's fucking wild, dude, entirely. So you gotta love how you got people in the black community though cucking for this fucking idiot, because you got like this chick right here being all like, graphic video, chaotic moments show Chicago police firing at Dexter Reed 96 times after he allegedly shot at officers during a traffic stop last month. No, he didn't allegedly shoot at all. He fucking shot. You can see it in the actual video, you dumb bitch. There's nothing alleged about it. It's just like how people were saying with that one bitch down in the Columbus Kroger here a couple months back. Now, what it was. Actually, I think it was in the last year, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was that woman who was pregnant at the time, whatever the case being. They're like, allegedly, she stole a bunch of booze. And then it came out like 2 weeks later that, hey, here's her literally pulling a bag out of her fucking purse and just shoving bottles of booze into it and then running out the fucking stores on this dude. It's like, wasn't nothing alleged about it, man. She was stealing a fuck ton of alcohol while pregnant and then trying to get away with it. And then was all like, and all of her fucking family was all like, oh, they killed her pregnant daughter. It's like, well, maybe she should have been a better fucking parent, dude. Seriously. She would still be alive. Her kid would still be alive, etc. It's fucking pathetic is what it is, dude. Actually, this meme right here is pretty much spot on, too, for that matter, which is, yeah, black privilege, the ability to break every law in the country and still remain the victim. Exactly, dude. Exactly. And this person said it correctly as well. It said, black culture encourages families of black criminals who are slain because they refuse to comply with police commands to make a spectacle of their deaths and say they didn't do nothing because they might get a payout from it. Exactly. And then somebody did the PSA, old Chris Rock PSA, where he's talking about how to not get your ass kicked by police. Actually, going back to this comment section again, it's pretty funny. There was a woman here that was saying how this person said Reed's mom was a recent graduate of the Jussie Smollett Acting Academy. Yep, pretty much. Yeah, of course, you got some Hajib wearing dumb cunt there talking about, oh, it's heartbreaking to see such tragedies unfold. It wasn't a tragedy. The guy was a fucking career criminal who got. He fucked around. He found out. He tried to start some shit with fucking cops and then wonders why he gets fucking murked out, dude. Again, maybe, I don't know, stop letting a fucking criminal back on the damn streets when they have obviously a violent felony charge. Keep his ass locked in the fucking county jail where apparently they spit in people's buttholes to make them get rape kits done on them is what it is. Which apparently is a thing there in Chicago area from what I understand. I forget which jail it was, but this is something I was told about like last year, I think is what it was, by Honda and stuff like that, because he had looked into it. He was looking at something, then he found out about the whole thing or whatever it was there. Like it was one of those weird rabbit holes he went down where it was like something else to something else, and then it became that thing, whatever the case be. And yeah, I guess it's like it's one of the county jails there in Chicago area and stuff like that. Whatever county that's located in there in Illinois. And apparently what it is you'll have dudes that are in the system there is what it is. Usually it's like black on black crime and stuff like that inside the prison system is what it is there. So it's like rival gangs and stuff. And you'll have them get into fights inside the jail cells and stuff like that's what it is. And you'll have one dude, punch some other guy in the face, knock his ass out cold. And then they'll literally rip his fucking jail pants off is what it is there, and then like fucking like spread his cheeks and be like and spit in his asshole apparently, because I guess the whole deal is like as soon as there's like any kind of what do you call it now? I'm trying to think of the phrase is right now. I want to say liquids, but that's not what it actually is. It would be foreign substances. That's what it actually is. Yeah, if you have like foreign substances on your person or whatever the case be, they have to give you a rape kit just in case. Which they're not raping people is what it is, dude. They're just spitting in their asshole, which is even more kind of disgusting, honestly, on that one, because it's like it's basically a way of making look like a punk is what it is. Because then it's like, oh, you know, you get like if you're gonna tell like your family that, you don't want to tell your family that and stuff like that, so they're gonna get retaliation, do the same thing as somebody else. What it is, then it's like a whole. It's a messed up culture, is what it is, dude. It really is. Like, again, it just shows like the fucking like low IQ shit there is what it is, bro, entirely. So, but anyway, as somebody else in the comment section with Reed's mom, Nicole Banks, said, nothing like a fake performance dressed pimp style. Exactly, dude. I mean, hell, you look at that woman too, man. She does look like she's like fucking want to be like gangsta pimp, honestly, in that fucking outfit, man. Got a little fedora on, fucking pimp shades, all that shit like that. Oh, let me fucking fake fall, let me cry, fake cry. Yeah, you ever notice that too, by the way? This is something AKNation News brought up to me about 6 to 8 months ago now, where you'll notice, you know, if she took the glasses off, you could tell she was like fake crying. Because she's like, oh, let me fake cry. No tears at all coming down the glasses. That is what it is. And then all of a sudden, just like fake falls after the fact. Oh my God, they killed my son. Like, shut up, bitch. You were such a fucking lying cunt, lady. Again, they need to charge her fucking fake redheaded ass with fucking accessory to this shit after the fact, dude, for real. And I guarantee if they did that, she'd be shutting her fucking mouth real goddamn quick, bro. So, let's see here. We got Washington Post headline for the incident. Nothing. The habitual graduation. Notice the habitual graduation photo to make people believe he was an outstanding citizen. I mean, they pulled the same shit with Breonna Taylor, dude. They're like, oh yeah, she was this fucking, EMT, etc. Not mentioning the fact she had been fired as an EMT for stealing fucking drugs out the actual rig, like a year and a half before that. Or the fact she was actually knee deep in drug shit at the time of her death and stuff like that. Or the fact that she was literally driving around with dead bodies in her fucking car trunk that her boyfriend actually killed is what it was. The dude that she was driving around with her fucking trunk there is what was there. Actually, I'm not sure. I think it was her ex-boyfriend now I'm thinking about it, because it would have been, there was two different guys that were in her life. There was a guy that actually fired the cops first, and then they fired back, is what it was. And then there was the dude who was her ex, who I think is the one that actually had the dead body in the vehicle that she was driving around in. What it was then, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's another one. I don't know if you guys remember that one, man. Somebody pointed this one out, actually. There was a girl who, I remember this from years ago is what it was. It was, I forget which death this was. I want to say it was either 2018 or 2020. I forget which one. I think maybe it was part of 2020. But yeah, it was this crazy chick who was talking about, she was talking about, Smith's sister, take that shit to the suburbs, and then saying, we need our weave. I'm gonna see if I can find that video actually, dude. Yeah, let's see. We need our weave. Okay, it was Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Okay, that was 2016 then. So this would have been leading into Trump's administration. So this is last year of Obama then. Yeah, let's see. Sherelle Smith. That's what it is. Yeah, to the suburb statement. Let's see, who is this girl now? Yeah, here you go. Okay, so it was a guy named Slaville Smith. So let's go and look up this guy's name real quick. Slaville Smith. Oh, that guy looks like a fucking criminal, dude. Yeah, August 13th, 2016. Who, by the way, this Smith dude was a sex offender who was killed by the cops. Yeah, so the MPD officer who killed Seville Smith, a sex offender on GPS monitoring after release from prison. So, yeah, and then the sister was like, take that shit to the suburbs. Don't burn our shit down. We need our weave. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, lady. But really, it just goes to show again, it's the fucking, it's ghetto Christmas is what it is, dude, for these people. Everything's 100% off, dude. You know, I remember there was a video of, it was years ago, where they were showing, it was, let's see, I'm trying to remember now. Yeah, it was during Hurricane Harvey, I believe is what it was there in Texas. You had a bunch of cops rolling around and stuff like that, like trying to make sure that people were okay and safe and stuff like that. And they literally found it was like 4 or 5 black dudes trying to break into a shoe store to steal shit, man. During a fucking hurricane, by the way. And it's like, my God, man. But yeah, here's the actual Daily Mail thing from that whole thing with that Smith woman is what it is. Yeah, it was Slaville Smith's sister urges rioters to burn down the suburbs. It says Milwaukee police officer who fatally shot black man is fired over unrelated sex assault charges stemming from rape of male bar patron. Okay, so that was different. Okay, so that was kind of related. That's what it was. But yeah, so you basically had her being like, "Oh yeah, burn that shit down." See if I can actually play this or not. If it'll even play. Yeah, it's being damn ads. I got about 20 seconds of that ad right now, so I'll save you all the what you call it there on that one. Go see the ad myself. There's what it is. This is this dumb bitch talking about calling for rioters to burn down suburbs in this country back in 2016.
Everything. Tell his mama y'all. Sorry for her loss. Burn it down.
Fuck.
So help nothing. Y'all burn it down. We need in our community. Take that to the suburbs. Burn that down. We need our weed. I don't wear it, but we need it. We need our gas. We need our food. Y'all don't understand that. We need that. Y'all want to hurt somebody, take that further out. Don't bring it here.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude. That's what I'm saying, dude. That is the fucking ghetto ass community of this country in a fucking nutshell right there, dude. Where you gotta, where instead of just being like, hey, don't riot, instead of just being like, hey, don't riot, y'all. She's like, oh, no. You can riot, everybody. Just don't do it in our fucking neighborhood. Go do it in their fucking neighborhood over there. Go do it in the white people's neighborhood over there is what it is. What she's really saying. Or it's like that one piece of shit from 2020 talking about taking to the suburbs, and then you had Antifa taking to the suburbs, and it was some kid's birthday party. And guess what? They got their asses beat into a fucking ditch, man. Legitimately. I don't know if you guys remember that or not, man. There was actually a video of evidence of that from 2020. Where I forget exactly where it was at. It was like, I forget if it was like outside of Atlanta, Georgia, or exactly where that happened at. But yeah, it was basically, there was like 20, 30 Antifa that showed up to this fucking random suburb and stuff like that. And it was a bunch of young families having a birthday party for one of their kids, like a block party birthday party type deal is what it was there. and you had a bunch of the moms like run the kids inside. That's what it was there, and dads were just like boom, 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 beating the fuck out of Antifa left and right. Is what it was, dude. So, and they almost got fucking. A couple of the Antifa guys almost got their throats slit, if I'm not mistaken, in that situation, because some of the guys were pulling knives and shit too, for that matter. So, yeah. But yeah, I'll tell you right now, dude, people have had enough of this shit, and if these fuckers try this again this year, I'll tell you right now, it's going to be Kyle Rittenhouse times 100,000 at this point, man. Because it won't even be Rittenhouse self-defense kind of things, dude. It'll be people just going on the offensive at this point, honestly, for real. It'll be American citizens just being like, nah, fuck that, dude. You're not fucking with our shit is what it is. And just start clapping motherfuckers left and right, dude. So, oh, nice. Nice. So apparently little dickhead David Hogg took his retarded ass to be like some guest lecturer or something like that, something the other day. And there was a survivor of Mao Zedong's Cultural Revolution literally calling out Hogg's dumbass. Yeah, someone said, country I love is country I left. And then went on to talk about Hogg's ass. Oh, by the way, I want to point something out too for that matter, dude. So apparently piece of shit David Hogg made some dumbass super PAC to get a bunch of Gen Z fucksticks elected into office called like the Leaders We Deserve PAC or something like that's what it was. They raised $3 million in campaign donations for the super PAC. Over $1 million of it has now been pissed away in travel expenses, food, lodging, and a bunch of other stuff like that, dude. So it's literally Hogg doing money laundering in his own fucking pocket. That's what it is. And they've only got like a couple $100,000 being paid out to actually get people elected to office. That's what it is for that whole thing. So yeah, it's a bunch of scumbag money laundering shit, dude. And this little fucker needs to be in prison right now for so many federal felonies. It's not even funny, dude. First of all, David Hogg should be in prison right now for a federal felony of interrupting congressional proceedings. So should Manuel Oliver, the father of the one kid that was killed in Parkland, there is what it was. So him and Hogg should be sharing prison cell right now on that one alone, because they busted that shit in the last couple of years, is what it is. Then you got Hogg doing this kind of shit right now, where he's literally money laundering and the super PAC and stuff like that. You got him doing all kinds of other shady shit. You got him fucking straight up lying about even being there that day is what it was there, man. So, yeah, I think we'll finish off with this video. Here's what it is of fuckface Hogg getting called out by some random chick who was a survivor of Mao's Communist Revolution is what it was there. So,
hi, my name is Lily Tan Williams. Welcome to my Live Free or Die state. Actually, I am a Chinese immigrant who survived communism. And under Mao, 40 million people were starving to death after he sold communism to them. And 20 million people died, murdered during his Cultural Revolution. So my question to you, David, is that can you guarantee me, a gun owner tonight, our government in the U.S., in D.C., will never become a tyrannical government? Can you guarantee that to me?
There's no way I can ever guarantee.
Of course you can't, because you're a little fucking piece of shit, Hogg.
The debate on gun control is over, because I will never give up my guns. Never. And you should go to China to see how gun control works for dictatorship of the CCP. Hi, my name is
Tell him, Lily. You tell that little fuckboy Hogg. That's what I'm saying. Like, honestly, I'm gonna say it like this, dude. Like, people like David Hogg, seriously, just need to be booted out of this fucking country at gunpoint, honestly, at this point, truthfully, man. It's like the same exact thing with all these fucking invaders into our country, dude. It needs to be gunpoint tyranny at this point, honestly. Kick them out the fucking barrel of a gun, for real. I feel good now. It's basically telling people to fuck off out of America, take their commie shit back to communist nations. So, anyway. But, yeah, other than that, I think that's pretty much where we're at for the day. I may or may not be back in about 5 hours, give or take. It really depends. I'm pretty tired right now, so I think maybe my plan right now will be to just simply take a nap for a little while, and then from there, I'm going to basically more or less do some stuff. I got some stuff I got to do with the game later today is what it'll be, so, and I didn't really sleep at all last night, so I'm seriously thinking about just taking like a 3 to 4 hour nap here pretty soon, and then waking up around like 4:30 or something like that and doing some stuff, and that's what it'll be, so, anywho. But also for those interested, I do want to point this out before we go today is what it is. That barbecue dude there in Haiti, his rival gang member, or his rival gang leader guy or whatever, is apparently around there doing stupid ass fucking rap videos where he brags about killing people in Haiti, raping women in Haiti, doing drugs to expand his control in Haiti, etc. Like, yeah, it's fucking insane, is what it is. It's absolute psychotic. This is what it is there, man, for real. And then these people were saying, leftists love this shit. They want to import millions of these people to, quote, enrich our country. It's like, yeah, with fucking literal cannibalism. Nah, I'm good, man. So, anyway. Jesus Christ. What the fuck? People were talking about super tactical Glock 42. They have some kind of a thing around it to where you can have a giant ass scope on it, and then like a laser on the side, and it looks like a bipod attached to underneath. I'm surprised that fuck would even function at all, man. I don't really think it would on it. Like that, Jesus Christ, dude. Like, I swear to God, that's like, tell me you know nothing about gun setup, basically, is what that is right there. Oh, man. That is too much, man. No way did she actually... I gotta fucking look this up now, dude. I just saw a thing that was talking about that idiot Cortez claiming that people don't have the right to own guns. I gotta look that one up, because there's no way that's a direct quote, dude. Let's see. Oh my fucking God, it might be a direct quote. Again, why are we allowing stupid fucking cunts like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez even be in fucking office at this point, dude? This bitch is literally a fucking fake-ass, Hollywood-directed fucking prop, man. She is quite literally a casting call congresswoman from Sean Keeger and the rest of these fucking morons. Oh my God, bro. Okay, I gotta look up this actual quote that somebody threw up here is what it was, because I need to make sure this actually is a direct quote from this dumb bitch. Okay. Okay, so they're saying this is like a fake quote apparently, but I mean honestly, I'm gonna point this out though. Would it really fucking surprise anyone at all if stupid fucking commie cunt Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez actually said this, which was, owning guns is not a right. If it were a right, it would be in the Constitution. I could totally see her saying some dumb shit like that, dude. I could absolutely see her saying some stupid shit like that's what it is, man. Because she's that fucking dumb. Actually, this one's pretty good too. I'm gonna leave it on this one. I think is what it'll be for the day. Which people were talking about that septum piercing thing. It says, ladies, there's been a misunderstanding. No one finds these attractive except for ranchers and cattle. Yep, exactly, dude. The old boring. Like, honestly, that right there is a perfect example of, like, tell me you're an insane leftist without telling me you're an insane leftist. Because all you gotta do is see that shit on somebody, and it's just like, right then and there, bro, you can tell that they're gonna be some fucking lunatic leftist nut is what it is. So, and they usually are for that matter. It's them just being fucking crazy is what it is. Sorry, I got like something on my, I got like a pimple or something on the side of my ear there. But anyway, so yeah, it's basically just people that are psychotically insane is what it is, man. They just want to push that fucking narrative continuously is what it is there for their stupid bullshit. And then you wonder, like, when you call them out in it, they're just like, oh no, I'm not fucking lunatic. It's like, well, the nose ring that you got in your fucking middle of your nose says differently. The crazy ass fucking, you know, skittle colored hair you got going on there says differently. The fact that you're all pro killing kids in the womb to 9 months in the fucking womb, and then even after that, for that matter, moment of birth kind of shit is what it is there, tells me differently. So yeah, like, enough is enough of this shit. Honestly, dude, it's time to go. It really is time to just go full cowboy at this point, man. And you know, it needs to be done to take this country back by force. That'd be the case then. So anyway, but yeah, that being said, that's where we're at for the day, though. Like I said, I'll probably be back later today, tonight, nothing else. So it depends. I'm seriously debating if I want to do Buckshot Thursday later, because more or less, like, I already shot my load for the day is what it is for stories and stuff that I was going to talk about and that whole thing. And unless there are people jumping on the panel with me and stuff like that to discuss whatever, then, like, there's really no reason to do another thing today is what it is then. So I may just say fuck it, honestly, and then we just, you know, like I said, just take a nap for a couple hours here and then get up later, do some things and do some more stuff, and then basically probably later tonight would be going Tactical Muffin Tops stream then, which is going to be 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here is what it'll be. So yeah, I think maybe we'll just do that is what it is then. So and then just go from there is what it'll be. But and maybe we'll just talk more about this if that be the case, then is what it'll be. So yeah, like I said, that was nice to see that Chinese lady call out piece of shit hog, then is what it is, dude. For his dumbass gun control crap's what it is. So it's always nice to see that motherfucker get put in this damn place is what it is there. Especially, by the way, I'll point some out too for that matter. So you got Hog, who straight up tells this woman, he's like, yeah, I can't actually admit that to you or whatever the case, because he knows it's not true at all at that point. This little piece of shit, though, by the way, has a fucking armed security team around him at all times. Same thing with Michael Bloomberg, for that matter. That motherfucker walks around with 68 armed security guys with them at all times is what it is. He's a scared little pussy is what it is. And it's also people like Shannon Watts and stuff like that work for Bloomberg, dude. They've been doing that same thing for decades is what it is right now. But yet they want to disarm you as a private citizen and make you into a criminal through bullshit alphabet agencies. Don't have any fucking legal authority to write anything at that point, dude, especially not law. Going back to the whole ATF thing we began with this episode. And it's a bunch of shit all the way around, dude. It's a bunch of scumbaggery fucking crap is what it is. And that's what I'm saying. The ATF can go fuck itself right now, dude, for real. It is an unelected bureaucratic agency that should not exist in this country. End of fucking story. They are pushing crap based on garbage legislation that should never be able to pass to begin with, because, again, fuckface Biden had no legal authority to fucking sign the laws, what it is. Fucking Merrick Garland is not the fucking attorney general of this country is what it is. He's a fucking piece of shit appointed by a fucking cheater. And because that guy's a cheater, he has no legal fucking authority to even be in the attorney general's office, what it is. Same thing with Buttigieg and Transportation Secretary right now. He's not. They're all fucking in positions of authority that they cannot legally be holding because they were all appointed by a fucking criminal. End of story. It's time. Seriously, this is the biggest problem with the country right now, dude. Every single state right now in this nation should be telling Biden and company to go fuck themselves, and they will see them in prison. Because every single state police agency right now in this country should be actively arresting Biden, Harris, etc. for stealing the fucking presidency, the vice presidency, all that stuff, dude. For committing massive voter fraud at a federal level at this point, which can all be verifiably proven. Not to mention the fact you got, going back to what Matt was saying last night on his Wednesday chat, you never know him there, where he was talking about how you had the laptop from Hell Stories, what it was there, where the media fucking framed a bunch of people, falsely claiming that it was fucking fake and all that shit like that, and then like a year or two later was like, okay, we suppressed you guys, we silenced your fucking speech, etc., but guess what? We know we fucking, censored your asses, but turns out it actually was for real. Sorry, fuck off. It's like, no, every single one of these people should be in fucking prison right now, dude. As accomplices to stealing a fucking presidency at this point. Because that's just one of the things, by the way. Not to mention you have physical video evidence, like, in the thousands of fucking videos out there, dude. Of people literally taking big-ass fucking chunks of ballots like that and showing them fucking ballot boxes, dude. Hell, you had a woman here in Cleveland, Ohio, black woman for that matter, caught on camera by CNN. And then, of course, they panned away as fast as they possibly could. Yet Secretary of State Frank LaRose is not looking into that for voter fraud 4 years ago, dude. And it's like, bro, like, why are you not doing your job as Secretary of State at this point? And my only guess, this is my only guess, honestly, is that Ohio is so politically corrupt, both Democrat and Republican, that if LaRose knows if he actually investigated Biden's cheat in 2020, sure, Brown's cheat in 2020 and 2018, etc., that it would open up Pandora's box. It would open up a fucking voter fraud system that's been going on with both major parties in the state for decades, will be my guess. And not only that, but then you'd also bring forward all the pay-to-play scandal shit. You would bring forward all the fucking bribery stuff, like I've talked about many, many times with Alex Russo, Most in Action, and stuff like that. Where it's not only them bribing her, it's like NRA bribing fucking state officials as well, for that matter, and stuff. Probably most likely would be my guess at this point. Or if not like direct bribes, it's like dark money and stuff like that, their campaigns or something like that is what it is then. And yeah, it would open up like this whole fucking can of worms that like every single entity in the state is corrupt as fuck is what it is, dude, at state level. And then many county levels too, for that matter. And it would basically rip apart the fucking narrative that we are a red state. It would actually prove once and for all that we are actually an independent state is what it is then. Where it should be a bunch of third-party candidates being in office right now is what it is then. So, anyway. Who actually, by the way, do give a shit about the Second Amendment and actual Constitution, what it is then. So, anywho. But, yeah, needless to say, that's pretty much right for the day is what it is then. Like I said, I may or may not be back later this afternoon in the next, like, 4.5, 5 hours, something like that. It'll most likely be something where I just won't do the buckshot this week is what it is, and I'll just do Freedom Friday tomorrow or something, that'll be the case then, and then I'll do Tacticals show tonight or something like that, that'll be the case then at like 9 o'clock my time. So, but anyway. Okay, I gotta talk about this one momentarily before I go. I just saw it's popping my feed right now. And all I'm thinking is like, what in the fuck, bro? Like, again, this goes to show just the problem with our society mesh over here, dude. Priest is jailed after refusing to open the door to an ambulance during his, quote, gay orgy during which a man overdosed on erectile pills. There is so much wrong with that headline. It's not even funny, dude. Are you having a gay orgy in the church? Or is it on church grounds? Is my first question on that one. Number 2, why is this man still a priest? Like, how's the news about that one, man? Although that is one thing I have realized, unfortunately, with Catholicism in general, is what it is you will have, there's a lot of fucking real shady shit, man, where it's basically you have people who will sit there and they will do all kinds of criminal crap or whatever, and it will be them legitimately allowing clearly child molesters in the priesthood. Ew. Saw this thing that said ear cleaner, and it was like some nasty shit falling out of this girl's ear and stuff. So I'm assuming that was all like the nasty ass earwax and shit that was all built up in there. I'll say one thing, that was gross as fuck looking, dude. So anyway, but yeah, needless to say though, what I was saying though is like, yeah, you have these fucking pedo priests obviously out there that are being given the ability to basically walk free instead of being, you know, put where that belongs, what it is then. And of course it's raining again right now. So, also by the way, going back to a piece of shit Dexter Reed's mom there. Of course, this up and GoFundMe already is what it is there, man. That was one thing we popped right here. It says, why is this allowed on GoFundMe? He fired 11 times at police officers, and now they want the public to pay for his lawsuit. Yeah, it's a bunch of shit, dude, entirely. Fucking disgusting. It's just like that one stupid bitch that almost killed that white girl the other day in that basically gang warfare is what it was there. She should have been put away for a long ass time, dude. And yet, what we have now is a situation where you had GoFundMe allowing her to set up a fucking GoFundMe for herself. There's what it was. The black chick who was the obvious criminal there in that situation. For about 5 minutes, and then they finally yanked the fucking shit. That was what it was. But at the same time, they're allowing crap like that to go on with this dude. Wow. Actually, speaking of black folks helping black folks, is what it is here in the situation, man. So you got fucking this bitch who was one of the fucking OJ jurors, is what it is. Black juror for OJ trial back in the day in 1990s. Saying she knew OJ was guilty of murder, but still voted not guilty. Again, why? Because that is who these people are, dude. They will defend black criminals to their death. Such a bunch of shit entirely, man. I'm so fucking sick of all of it. That being said, that is what we're at for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will be back later today. Like I said, probably with Tactic off the top, and then I don't think I'm going to do a buckshot today because I'm not feeling great now. Honestly, I'm definitely going to get some sleep in a few minutes as it is. And then going from there. But yeah, needless to say, actually, this is where we'll leave things off today. Right now, we'll leave it off with this photo right here, which is basically a bunch of different ammo from 22 all the way to 50 cal. So you got the 22 at the very bottom there, and then I want to say it would be 9mm 40. I'm trying to think what that one would be now. Okay, so it would be, let me think now. It would be 22. I think it's not, or maybe, no, sorry. It would be 22, 380, 9mm, 40, 45. I know one of these is 5.56. I think it'll be the next one up. Maybe here's what it is. And then trying to figure that out right now. Which will be right now. Actually, that one might be 22, 250. I'm not sure. That's what I hate when people do this shit and they don't actually give you like the actual caliber underneath is what it is there, because it's like some of them you know by heart is what it is, but there's other ones where you're like kind of like not really sure about what it is. So I want to say that this first rifle caliber would be 5.56, but I could be completely wrong about that one. Which would mean that next one will be 7.62 39, and then I'm not sure what the one after it would be is what it is because it looks like a lot smaller. That looks more like would be 5.56 actually. And I know one of these is 308 for sure. The next two here's what it is. And I'm not sure what these last two are, and then it'll be 50 cal after that then. So I think maybe this might be 338 Lapua or something, perhaps. And then 50 cal. Again, I'm not sure. I would need to get other people's opinions on that one that know more about ammo than I do is what it is, because again, I don't know a lot of like my basis is basically NATO shit is what it is, dude. Which would be, you know, 5.56, 9 mil, 12 gauge, and then of course 22 is what it is. And basically things I have access to is what it is myself, so not having access to every single round there is what it is. I don't know exactly what it is there, so yeah, it's Charlie Kirk pointed out here about David Hogg's dumbass. Said, Hogg torched by Chinese immigrant warning against gun control. This is what happens when liberals do an open mic. They get wrecked because they can't defend their positions. Exactly. Anyway. But actually, where we're going to leave this off today is probably one of the funniest videos I've ever seen right now, which is two guinea pigs fighting over a blade of grass, doing a tug of war of blade of grass is what it is here. So, because this is just cute. Yeah, this is playing tug of war with blade of grass. So they're both eating a piece of blade of grass. There's what it is. It keeps getting smaller, 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 smaller. And it's like, wait a minute. Where's it going? Where's it going? And it's just like, rip. And then they just finish it off. So, I've actually seen I don't know if it's that same one or if it's a different one, but I've seen another video similar to that, if that be the case, where it's like two guinea pigs doing the same thing or whatever, except it goes in like way slow motion. It's just like the tug, and then it like rips apart in half is what it is. It's pretty funny. But yeah. I will say, guinea pigs are kind of cute, man. They're like a weirder, smaller version of a rabbit or something like that, or like a giant hamster, one of the two. That being said, they're also rodents at the end of the day, so I know that there is some countries out there that will actually eat them is what it is, which is pretty disgusting. So there is that. But anyway. But yeah, that's where we're at for today is what it is, though. So yeah, somebody was talking about with Dexter Reed's mom and said this is getting retarded now. Which he's basically going on CNN and being like, they killed my baby. It's like, you were such a lying cunt, lady. Shut your mouth. Your ass needs to be charged with fucking crimes because your dumbass son is what it is right now. Fuck you. So, anyway. But yeah, other than that, that's where we're at for the day. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I will see you all on the next one. Have a good one, y'all. Stay safe, stay vigilant. Always be carrying because you never know. Never know when the motherfucking Democrats are going to try and start another race war in this country, another riot in this country to maintain power. And you never want to be the guy caught in the middle of a fucking mob, dude, without being armed. So there you go. Protect yourself from the criminal element in this nation. Later, y'all.